So if you have something that you want to leave behind in the year 2022, give us a call at 800-682-1075. Let's go to Big Daddy. Big Daddy, good morning. What do you want to leave behind in the year 2022?
Good morning. Hey, Jason. How are you doing, buddy? I would say depression. I would like to leave behind in the year 2022.
Yeah. That's a good one.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Do you? I'm assuming you have issues with that.
Oh, yeah. I guess maybe.
Did you hang up on him, Katie?
No, I didn't. Big
'Cause that would
Daddy.
have been very rude.
I did not. Big Daddy
Okay.
just hung up on his own. So I don't know. I think a lot of people look for new beginnings and hope. Even though
Well,
you
I
don't
think
like
a lot
that
of people
word.
got depressed from the pandemic, and it's
Yes.
changed the way we think and feel. And I've never been so unstable in my life.
Well, the first step is admitting that and recognizing
seriously,
it.
I just thought we were just so much more protected from everything. Like I just feel like even with doctors that we have every answer. We don't.
We have news at our
Yeah.
fingertips, and I don't think that that's always a good thing.
No,
I
and
really
like,
don't.
different things that happen. I just thought we were so much more protected. Even though I'm not a big fan of hers. Even when Nancy Pelosi's house got broken into, I'm like,
Yes.
aren't we like? I thought we were like the United States of America.
What are we
We
doing
have the
here?
biggest protection ever of
Mhm. I know.
And then does that mean our power grids are exposed, and that could be like the end of the world as we know it? That's how I think.
I
But-
really was hoping that this was going to be
My bad.
enlightening and maybe like
Yes.
the thing that we needed to really put us into the new year with in a good
Okay,
spirit.
so what are they?
Could we skew? Could we
Yeah.
skew positive?
Yeah.
Well, first we have Brooke. Brooke, what are you leaving behind in the old year, hoping for something positive in the new year?
I want to leave the past in the past. I want to have a better future and leave the past where it belongs and have a better year this year.
Okay.
Anything specific?
No, not Pacific. I'm just got out of a bad relationship
There it
and
is,
looking
right
to see
there.
what 2023 brings to me this year.
Nice.
You just
I'm excited.
open up those karma lines. Is that what they say? Open up what you manifest.
Yes.
If you can manifest happiness, you will have happiness.
Thought you were about to say legs, Katie.
Squid!
Okay, go back to answering
Sorry.
the calls.
Yeah, I know. We got one. Yeah.
I would never. Other things, yes, I would. Yes, I would say that. Other things that people say should be left behind in 2022, gender reveal parties.
Oh,
People
no.
are sick of them.
Yes, but it's an excuse to get together with
Yeah.
people in person, not on social media and everything else. And look, gender reveal party, 99% of it is nothing to do with the gender reveal. It's the actual
It's the-
cookout and the party.
Yeah, it's the party. I don't know. I'm just reporting what the people are
All
saying.
right.
That's all. Brittany, go ahead. What do you want to leave behind in the year 2022?
I want to leave these kids, and I don't have any, and I don't want any.
Wait, what?
Leave the
you,
kids.
You don't have any kids, but you want to
Kids,
leave them. That makes
all
no
the,
sense.
All of the kids. Well, but my friends have kids,
Oh.
and I love their spirit,
Oh
and
my
that's
God.
it. That's it. I want to see them for 5 minutes, and then they got to go to bed.
Okay.
So you've
Yeah.
never had kids of your own.
No, I don't.
How old are you?
I'm 30,
And you don't
so I had to gulp a little bit.
you don't foresee yourself having any kids.
Maybe in like 5 or 6 years, but by then I think I'll be too old. So, no. And I'm kind of getting out of the, fun aunt
Mhm.
mindset, too. I think I just want to know kids.
Well, I will say
I
this.
support Brittany. I support her.
Well, wait a minute here. I will tell you this, Brittany, because I was not into kids either until I had them. It just changes everything.
Yeah.
Everything changed. And look, I get it. It's like, oh gosh, but especially friends' kids could be more annoying than your own kids.
Mhm.
But I didn't.
Hands down.
I didn't like kids at all. Really, I was like, ugh, kids. Blah. Now I'm like all about them.
But I can understand maybe what Brittany's saying. Maybe, but is that when your friends start having the kids, then everything changes if you don't have them because they're no longer going out and they're not doing the same. It's just like
Yeah, they're
you're-
losers.
Well, you're just in very different stages. Squid is what we like to say.
The
I do
loser
that.
stage.
I understand where Squid's coming from.
Yeah.
I like both worlds. I do. And if I could
Yeah.
choose, I would like one night kids, one night out. One night kids, one night out.
Absolutely. Yes, I do think there needs to be a little bit more of a balance. But then there are going to be some people who say this is, you have children fun and they are your life's commitment. I get they totally are. But every once in a while, I need a night out.
Yes.
Every once.
Look, if me and Squid are hanging out at the club at the bar and somebody comes up and says kids, I'm like, what kids?
I have 3.
You want one?
What children? Okay. All right. Thank you, Brittany. Alexis, what do you want to leave behind in the year 2022?
We all want to leave behind some baby daddy drama.
Oh, you got some? Is it juicy?
The juiciest, let me tell you.
Please go ahead. We're listening.
All right, so we had our son, 2021, it was fine. 22 rolls around, takes back the engagement ring, and we break up in December.
No.
So, going through the custody and everything, the depression, the anxiety with all of that. And we have recently, in the past 2 months, got everything situated, and finally, I'm free.
Well, let me ask you something. Why did you give back the engagement ring? Why didn't you just keep it?
That is a very good question. I was pregnant at the time, and I don't know, I wasn't thinking.
Because at least you could have
And
sold
he was standing right in front of me.
Mm-hmm.
True. He was standing right in front of me, and he was like, "Can I have the engagement ring back?" And I was kind of like, okay, I guess. I didn't want your fucking ring anyway.
Okay, first.
Get off.
I hope. Okay, there we go.
All right.
Yeah.
So we had the normal person right now did not hear what just happened because we had to hit the delay. We're always on delay by a certain amount of seconds.
Yeah.
So we had to hit the delay because something bad came through.
That was it.
But
was
if
a
you're
cuss.
listening online, you heard everything.
Yeah.
You heard
On
the
the app,
anger.
You heard it on the stream. You heard it on your smart speaker. Just not probably in your car.
That was a lot of excitement in
Yeah.
one short burst.
She was passionate about it.
She was passionate. There's
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
I do sometimes think that a good cuss word really solidifies the point. Just not when we're live on the air.
We've had passionate callers
We
recently.
have. Well, other things that people are saying that should be left behind in 2022, and we just need to move on. People saying doing it for the gram. I guess that goes hand in hand with people oversharing.
Doing it for what?
Doing it for the gram. If you're
grandma?
No, for the Instagram.
Oh,
for the gram. Yeah.
no.
So if you are,
I thought it's Insta.
well, the
That's
saying is doing
Oh.
it for the gram.
No, don't like
and
it.
you're only doing it to post to the Instagram.
I don't like that.
Yeah. So the people
I don't
say
like
that's
it because women will buy an outfit just for the photos and then never wear the outfit again, and the money was spent on the outfit,
Oh,
never
yeah.
to wear it.
I am
Ever.
totally guilty.
Ever. That's terrible.
You can't because it's already been in photos
That's the
everywhere.
worst thing that's ever happened about social media. Squid, if you ever get a girlfriend, basically, if you take a photo, basically what Instagram has done is made clothes only last for one particular night. And then you can never wear the outfit again because if you post it, everybody sees you with the outfit and you can't
Yes.
post it again. Back in the day with no social media,
You could wear it 1,000
just with a
times.
different crowd.
I
Like
know.
if you wore it at a wedding here and then you went to something else.
Well, at least you understand how it works, Jason.
Don't
At least
like
you
it.
get it. We have Jenny. Jenny, what are you leaving behind in the year 2022?
Alcohol.
Wow, like for good, for good?
Oh, yeah. For good. All it's caused is trouble in my life.
Okay.
How have you been doing so far? Have you had any alcohol this month?
I'm 6 months. I'm 6 months sober, actually.
Good for you.
Okay.
That's a tough thing. That's really tough.
Yeah, I'm doing for January. I'm actually doing dryish January.
What does dry-ish mean?
Well, you still drink, but
It's just
you just
smaller
don't drink
amounts.
no, not that.
Okay, no. Okay.
Are you crazy?
No.
Just less.
Got it.
You know what I'm saying? So less because I'm trying to be healthier, go to the gym more.
Yes.
So dry-ish January doesn't mean you eliminate it completely. You
Mhm.
just maybe not Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Like you're
maybe
not-
it's a Saturday night. Okay.
You're not going to go balls to the wall Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Exactly.
But
Damn,
Saturday,
Jason.
probably balls to the wall.
I said dryish.
Dry-ish.
You wish.
Changed, dude.
Dry-ish.
And that's
Changed.
just for January. It's going to be a wet February.
God help me. God help me. Hey, I know you won't believe this.
What?
But I have not had a single drink this entire year.
Wow.
Why?
Not a single.
Nice.
Well, because I really went hard
Yep.
during the holidays.
A lot of people do.
Just from, when I say holidays, I mean Halloween to the new year.
Yeah.
My pants didn't fit,
Oh.
and I was feeling really puffy, and I
Yeah.
was just feeling really dehydrated
Do you
and
feel
tired.
better now?
I'm yelling a lot.
Yeah, so
I'm
not
yelling
really.
a lot. Yeah.
it's back
Maybe
so
that's the detox. You're going through the detox stage right
I think
now.
I'm just angry that
Yeah.
But I will say that it's going to be over soon because my sisters are going to be coming into town,
Oh yeah.
and so I'm just
That's
saving
why I
it.
say I'm not going to
Yeah.
promise. I'm not going to promise a dry January. It's just not going to happen. But a dry-ish. Okay. well,
Dry-ish.
I'm not going to go out of my way, but if it's around, yeah.
That's called being realistic,
Yes.
Jason. That's what that
Slightly
is.
arid January.
See,
if you will.
my wife is so far doing a dry January, and when I'm doing a dry-ish January, it's like torture for her because
Yeah.
I'm like opening a bottle of wine or taking a beer or having
Yes.
this drink. She's like,
Yes.
"Oh,
I think it would be a lot
Yeah.
harder because Ben is also doing a dry January until my sisters come into town. But
when are they coming?
soon, like the weekend.
January?
Yeah.
Well, he's not doing a dry January.
But until
Oh,
we're
okay.
ish. But see, if he were cracking a beer every night or making a cocktail or something, it would be a lot harder. So
Very.
it's nice to have a partner in crime, when you're trying to be sober ish.
Mm-hmm.
We have Corey. Corey, what are you leaving behind in the year 2022?
The feeling of not being good enough.
Corey.
Ooh.
Corey, let's talk about it. Why do you feel not good enough?
My marriage recently ended after 14 years. She'd had an affair on me,
Oh gosh.
and it kind of did some messed up my self-esteem a little bit.
Sure. Are you
Wow.
going to therapy at all?
I have, yeah, and I've got back into church, which has helped a lot too.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Now, let me ask you, and I know, look, relationships, love, and all that can be the hardest and most devastating mentally. And I
Yes.
always said this: love can hurt more than sometimes a physical hit. That's the truth, right?
I think science backs you up on that.
It does. But let
Mhm.
me ask you: was the affair was it going on for years, or was it just a quick fling? Was it a one-night stand? Was it somebody you knew?
It was at least a year, and yeah, it was with somebody I knew that I called
Oh.
a friend.
Oh, that's
How
the
did
worst.
you
That's
how'd
the
you
worst.
find out?
Text messages, Snapchat messages I found on her phone.
And do you
Damn.
know if they were actually intimate or not?
Yeah, I believe so.
Yeah.
That is hard.
Damn.
And that's
So-
going to be that. Look, it's hard. And here's something that somebody told me: like when you break up with somebody, how do you get over it? And I'm not joking here because
Mhm.
usually get under somebody else.
Right.
But for sure, it's time, right?
Mhm.
But it's so hard for the person to comprehend because people used to tell me that, and it just didn't faze me. I didn't want to hear it.
Right.
It's not
Right.
good. But it does. But what I'm saying really doesn't matter right now.
Mhm.
But it really does over time. Well, and the biggest thing is when you find somebody else. But to find somebody else,
You have to be
you
in
have
it.
to be in a better place. So
Yes.
it sucks. I get it. But
Yeah. Well, and Corey, first of all, you are good enough. And I would say also
Well, we don't know that for
well,
sure.
I don't know that for sure, but I'm going to just choose to
Oh.
believe that you are good enough, Corey. I'm going to choose to believe it. And you should be believing it too. And I think stay in your therapy because the point what Jason just said is so important is that you have to work on yourself before you can go into another relationship because if you take any of that into the new one, that's unfair to your new person.
Yeah, and it
Mhm.
just
You
doesn't. It
know?
won't work.
It won't, yeah. So Corey,
Although I was pretty,
Well-
yeah, there was times where it happens when you least expect it. I
that's
think.
true. Yeah, I think that too. What were you going to say, Corey? Go ahead.
I was just going to say right now my focus is not really on myself. It's more on we have 2 daughters.
Oh,
So
yeah.
I'm just trying to make sure they're taken care of and happy. So that's my
number
focus
one.
of this year.
Good
That-
for you,
That's
Corey.
number one.
Mhm.
Is there any issues with like going back and forth with custody with the ex, or is it pretty? Are they still together?
No, there's been no issues as far as custody goes or anything.
So, but is she
I'm a good dad, and she knows it, so she lets me have them.
Yeah.
is she together still with this guy that she had the affair with?
I believe so, yes.
Oh my gosh!
Karma will get him.
Well, hang in there, Corey.
Oh my gosh!
You call us anytime, okay? You need a pep talk, we're here for you.
All right, love y'all show. Thank you.
All
Thank
right,
you.
bye, Corey.
My gosh!
I know. You
That's
never
the
know.
worst.
Well, gosh, you
Yeah.
never know. We have Lo. Lo, what are you leaving behind in the year 2022?
Kink shaming.
Pink shaming. You talking about the color or the
Kink.
singer?
Kink. K-I-N-K.
Oh, kink
Oh.
shaving. Kink,
What?
Shame- kink
shame-
shaming.
Shaming.
Yeah. Sorry. Yeah, I was.
People who are into a little extra saucy
Ooh.
Mhm.
should not have to feel bad for being saucy.
Oh.
Yeah, I like that.
What are you?
Yeah.
Applause.
and be safe here, but what are you into that you were ashamed about?
I'm not ashamed of nothing.
Oh, okay.
My family is very ashamed that I am openly polyamorous. I find
Wait, what?
love with
Who?
more than just one person sometimes.
Okay,
Oh,
My
okay.
family.
Polyamorous. What does that mean?
I find love in more than one person sometimes.
So, wait,
not
so this
one solid partner will hold me down.
Oh,
So
you
this
have
is not-
really piqued Jason's
Wait, I
interest
gotta know for
here.
sure. So this is not like it's a sexual thing. You actually have feelings and emotional love with multiple people.
Yes.
Whoa.
I get that.
Love with multiple people? I mean, I know that Margot Robbie has 1% of my love, but that's because of the way she looks.
Yeah, but if you're polyamorous, I don't believe you're giving percentages of love to anybody. I think you're giving love in general.
Actual love.
Actual love. Yeah, right. I mean,
And
am I
by
right?
giving whole pieces of yourself, but not everybody likes all of my pieces. So some people like some pieces, some people like the other pieces.
Okay. Where do you go, Lo, to find these people to give your love?
There's lots of websites online. We have a community in Greensboro, North Carolina that meets at a couple of the local bars.
Wow.
It's actually more widely popular than people would believe, but we're shamed into hiding and doing it in secret and feeling like we're doing something wrong or deviant.
I hate
No,
that
I mean,
for you.
to each their own, but so this is not like swinger. This is more of an actual relationship with multiple people.
Yes.
Interesting.
How do you carry on? Because I find it's difficult to just go on a date with my husband once a week. How do you find the time to go to nurture these relationships, all of them?
Well, it does take time. It takes effort, just like any normal monogamous relationship. It's just all about understanding and respect between the partners.
Okay.
Everybody involved in your polycule, which is what it's called. It's a polycule because there's more than one, more than two, more than three sometimes. And as long as everybody within your polycule understands their boundaries, we all are respecting each other's wishes, nobody's trying to hurt each other's feelings, and it's all about mutual respect and understanding and love.
I get, Katie.
Love's the biggest part of it.
I get the, like, when you talk about the swinger thing where you just go off with somebody else, with some smoking hot girl.
Typically just sexual.
Once a month.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? To make the relationship more, you could get your variety out, right? I
Okay.
get that.
Sure.
I have a hard time getting, and there's nothing against it. I have a hard time getting where she's coming from because I'm like, my gosh, one relationship with the love and emotion is already hard enough.
Well,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
And then you're going to do it with somebody else or have the relationship with multiple people. That seems like it's a headache and a half.
But I think your view right there, the way that you honestly, truly feel about it means that lifestyle is not for you. But talking to Lo, she's like open to it, and that's the kind of love that she wants, right?
Yes, I've felt more love in my polyamorous relationships than I did in any of my monogamous relationships, including my first marriage.
How many people, Lo, are in your polycule?
Right now it's 3.
Oh, my gosh.
Do you all live together?
No, we do not. We all live separately. We sometimes spend time together, and then we'll spend time individually. Like I'll spend time with him, or he'll spend time with her, or me and her will spend time together.
Do they? Okay, so now this is my question.
Oh, my gosh.
Do you have? So that's your polycule. Do they have their own polycules?
They can if if that was something they decided they wanted to proceed with other people. It's just a matter of communication between the 3 of us and allowing someone else to take up some of that time that we've already allotted for each other.
Wow.
So
That
it's
is
you a
fascinating.
female and a male.
Both, I think.
Yes, I am with a female and a male.
Okay.
So there's one male with 2 females.
Uh-oh, now
Yes.
Jason's into
I like look, but the problem with you not understanding.
Don't get
Squid-
excited.
No, this is
Interesting,
the
man.
problem. The problem is it's not just
Where
a
do y'all
sexual
have these
thing.
meetups at?
Yeah.
Squid,
Sorry.
hello.
Sorry.
It's not
Sometimes
just-
we'll go out to dinner. We'll go out to a movie. We go out to the bars together. But it's usually one or the other of us goes home with the other. Like we don't all 3 go home together. It's not that kind of steamy party.
Well, that's
Calm down.
disappointing. But
Mhm.
that's the most disappointing part of this entire thing. But the fact of the matter is, that's what you're
See,
looking
and
at.
that's the
Hold on.
difference.
You're looking at the fact that you're thinking, oh, that she's with this girl and this. But it's not. It's about the relationship and emotion. Can you imagine? We already struggle trying to convince and manipulate girls to like us.
to even like
right?
you.
And all of a sudden now you're going to have to do that with multiple people. The work and the effort seems tremendous because we're looking at it like we want both girls to come home. That's not what it is.
That's not how that works. Not how it goes.
Such a disappointment.
And honestly, if your monogamous relationship causes you so much heartache that you have to say that it's work or it's a task or it's just so
That's
rough,
not true.
are you happy in it?
Most monogamous relationships take work.
They do take work.
You're not going to be married for a decade.
All relationships take work.
Exactly.
And there's a difference between saying relationships take work as opposed to, oh my God, my relationship takes so much work. There's a difference.
What's the difference, Katie?
I know the
If you're
difference.
killing yourself to be with someone, are you alive in the relationship?
Ooh.
Low.
Or are you living your best life in your relationship because of being with that person?
That's right. That's right. Okay. So we've learned something. Thank you, Lo.
That's
Happy New
depressing.
Year. Well, you know,
Wow.
I just think that it makes you should go forward knowing that's not the lifestyle for you, but that it exists out there and people are thriving.
And that's fine.
Yeah.
I just don't see how that's going to be forever. I just don't see that.
Maybe it's not meant to
It's
be.
not, no.
I don't know.